My friend Mark Chase has been with the South Dakota Family Policy Council now for approaching half a year.
Yeah.
5 months or so.
Goes fast.
Yes, it does. And Mark, in that time, you and I have had the wonderful opportunity to get acquainted, and I'm excited about the ministry that you're engaged in. But tell our viewers, what is the mission of the South Dakota Family Policy Council?
Yeah. Well, Gordon, our mission is to engage our culture with truth so as to cherish and protect all of life. And when I say all of life, I'm talking about the unborn to those who are just about to leave this world and go to be with the Lord. And we cherish and protect life to affirm and strengthen or preserve, affirm the institutions of family and marriage and preserve our religious liberties.
Well, and I know this about you. One of the ways you're going to do that, you're already engaging in it, is partnering with other like-minded organizations across the state.
Gordon, that has always been part of my heart, and God has put that in there. We cannot do this by ourselves.
It's a big job, isn't it?
God has called all of us to further His kingdom, and we need to join with like-minded people, like-minded followers of Christ and ministries, so as to be able to do that together. You're out in Rapid City, I'm in Sioux Falls, and the question is how much can we do together versus separately?
Yes. Well, we can do much more together, can't we?
Yes.
And, you know, Mark, I'd like you to share with our viewers a little bit about how the ministry of South Dakota Family Policy Council is really supported. Is it just one gigantic donor, or do you have a sugar daddy from somewhere, or are you financing it?
Yeah.
How do you fund your ministry?
Yeah, it is individual people who believe in the mission that God has given us and support us. You mentioned, is it one person? Well, we have some individual people that, yes, give us some very large gifts, but we can't survive on that. We need people who are able to support us with a $25 gift, a $10 gift. We've got many who write a monthly check for $10. We are so thankful for that. That's the foundation, the bread and butter of those who support us. We can't survive without people who are called by God to support us financially.
You know, a question on my mind early today in prayer was, God, if I had $1 million today, what would I do with it? And you and I talked a little bit about budgeting before we went on camera. Mark, and you didn't share with me the number, but your budget right now allows you to do certain things.
Yes.
Would you be able to do more if you had an extended budget?
Gordon, the vision that God has given us is so large. And that's why I'm here out in Rapid City to meet with you, because God has laid in my heart, and it's connected with your heart, a huge vision. There's a couple things that God has laid in my heart. We're not able to accomplish those right now with the current budget for this coming year. But we're trusting God that He will raise up people who will help us financially so as to accomplish the vision. It's not my vision.
Yes.
It's God's vision.
Well, and the Scripture says, this is God talking.
Yes.
The silver is mine, the gold is mine. And there are people who are listening to us today who have been financially blessed. There are people who have producing oil wells, who have huge financial resources. And my prayer, and I think you join me in this, is that as you're listening today, that you would pray with us and ask God to touch the hearts of those people. The South Dakota Family Policy Council needs your help. Their web address, Mark's phone number, and information is on the screen. And I'm just asking you to take the time to ask God, what can I do to help the mission that Mark and the South Dakota Family Policy Council is on? To engage the culture with truth. Now that sounds simple, but it's a big job. And if we saw the halls of Congress flooded with truth, we would serve our fellow man in a different nation, wouldn't we?
We would. Yes, we would. Yes, we would.
Mark, God bless you for what you're doing. And folks, as you're listening today, I'm prayerfully asking you to support this God-fearing ministry.